Hello everyone, Dunkurtin here, and welcome to round 3 losers bracket B of the Nita Cup 750K, 755K. So we just got 2 matchups here today. Should be a fairly quick video. Due to the reshuffle, what we have to avoid any repeats and the problems with the Volcano and the Parallel Almace not being able to hit each other when they go head to head, we're going to have the Toyama going up against the Parallel Almace, while the Pelican will be fighting the Volcano today. So let's get everything started. Alright guys, for our first matchup we have the Parallel Almace going head to head with the heavy cruiser Toyama. A lot of missiles coming out in the early salvo from the Parallel Almace. Does not appear to have done too much damage to the Toyama, which is struggling to get an attack angle, it looks like, on its turrets off that initial run. I think I spawned the Parallel Almace just a little too close for it to get those front turrets up in time for the initial attack run. However, it looks fairly undamaged so far, and it will should get a pretty good line on this next run in. It's managed to turn to get multiple turrets firing. The Ducker from the Parallel Almace not appearing to do too much. Not sure if the Toyama managed to hit much. Those missiles coming in, not doing too much damage. Got a bit of a hole down there in the side, I think. Meanwhile, the Parallel Almace appears to be relatively untouched as well. Let's just quickly survey how much damage those missiles did, if any. Looks like we got a beam or so two missing in there. Not too much damage though, nothing to worry about just yet. I'll try to get a better view on the Parallel Almace as it comes in this time to see if the Toyama is making any contact with these giant bullets of it. They appear to all be going a little low, unfortunately. Fast flyers are definitely the weakness of the Toyama. Though in its very first or second matchup, I believe it was, it did fairly well against the flyer. It just had to get the right angle. So it appears to have lost some of its top shields from that last run. And a bit of a hole here at the back. Let's see if it can make any contact on this run. Maybe if once this cannon that's lost its gauge upgrade starts firing, it should be able to, might have a better chance to hit if that cannon fires. No, it's taking a lot of damage here and not managing to make contact with the Parallel Almace that I've seen so far. It's a sturdy ship though, it's not out of this competition just yet. I saw just the other day on the forum, Isox has done a full replica of the Toyama class ship, which is apparently, well, this is a scaled down version of course. The full version being something like 56k blocks, so. Ooh, a lot of missiles just getting straight in on top of the deck there. I believe he has his mainframe in here, or yeah. A lot of Ducker going out. Is any of that making contact? No, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. A lot of Ducker coming back in as well. He's lost his command tower. The bridge, I guess it would be. I'm not the most knowledgeable of nautical terms. I think that would have been the bridge, the command tower bridge kind of thing, yeah. All these shots unfortunately going just under the parallel Almace, while a heap of missiles coming in and bombarding the Toyama. I always say Toyama and it's Toyama. Ooh, unfortunately the Toyama has rolled itself during that attack run, and it looked like some of its bullets were actually at least making contact with the parallel Almace's shields in that run as well, so that's very unfortunate. I don't know if it has any way to right itself now. Unfortunately, I was too busy trying to see if those bullets were making contact to see whether it was just the force of the cannons that rolled the Toyama, or something that the parallel Almace threw at it. But I think that unfortunately is it for the Toyama in this round at least. I do not see any way, any systems for riding it. So, and it's not repairing faster than the damage is coming in, despite the parallel Almace's long attack runs. Let's watch this final salvo, come on in. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm going to call this round in favour of the parallel Almace. Let's see if the Toyama can get one back in the next round. Alright guys, we have the Toyama spawning in second. Can it get the drop on the parallel Almace this time? Got its initial salvos going out. Does not look like any of them are going to make contact with the Almace though. Oh, no. We had a couple hits there, Not sure if they actually got through the shields, but they made contact. How much damage did the Almace manage to put out? Looks like we're already missing a shield on the side here. A few blocks as well. That seems to be most of the damage. A couple missiles going off at the propellers at the back there, just floating in the water, these missiles. The Toyama is not turning to get a good broadside, so these front cannons cannot fire on this attack run, it looks like. Got a ducker coming in from the Almace. Got an explosion down where there's that missing shield. And now in come the missiles. Ooh. So it doesn't appear to have done too much damage with that volley. Let's kind of have a look at what happened over here. We've got a bit of a hole there, but it's getting patched up. A few missiles still floating around in the water here. It's all just a matter of if the Toyama gets a really lucky attack angle. We've seen how much damage these bullets do once they actually make contact. Just unfortunately, the Almace, the shielding is just a little too good, it looks like. Meanwhile, the Toyama has absolutely no missile defense, so every single one of these barrages of bombs is doing damage, just chipping slowly away at the rather formidable armor of the Toyama. But it can only take so much of a beating, unfortunately. Really needs to get some shots through those shields. We got an explosion somewhere. I believe it's down on the Toyama. Once again, looks like all the bullets that did make contact on the parallel Almace didn't actually get through the shields. And the Toyama is quickly losing gun capability on some of these turrets here. May not have much to shoot with on this next pass. You got one turret actually lining up, so oh no, here we go. So at least the Toyama's shields are doing work against the Ducker of the parallel armies. But it's just when these missiles come in each time. Oh. Just chipping away. Nothing that the Toyama can do about that, unfortunately. Hopefully it can avoid running into this large pile of floating missiles in front of it right now. Seems they may have magnets on there though. Yeah, the Toyama is just taking a beating right now. Very sturdy craft though, gotta give it that. It's not going down easily. Just unfortunately cannot hit these fast flyers very well. I feel like it needed one of these turrets to maybe be a little less true to the original design and made one an AA kind of turret. I think these bombs all have missiles on them. Yeah, that's why they just drop straight into the water like that. How is the underside looking down here? Yeah, it's still doing pretty well. It's going to stay afloat for quite some time. Time to just let this play out for a bit, I think. Alright guys, that's it. The Toyama has been rolled again. I'm gonna call this match. I don't see any way for it to fight back. It's a pity. It was aesthetically this was probably my favourite design of the whole competition. Unfortunately, just not as functional as it could have been. And dropping out of this competition. Though it did get fairly far, so considering how true he tried to be to the original design, he's done quite well. And the parallel Almace continues on to fight again. Alright guys, for our other matchups today, we have the Pelican going head to head against the Volcano. Two flyers. Which one will be victorious? So they've both flown a fair way past each other on that initial tack run. Wasn't the best angle for either of them, and now they're both turning around to see if we can get some action this time around. Finding it difficult to close in on each other. I hope I do not. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of what happened with the Volcano and the parallel Almace. So we've got some Ducker coming out from both of these now. Bit hard to get in position to see how much is hitting on either. Looks like the Volcano isn't having much luck in hitting yet. It is behind it, the Pelican now. But the Pelican is able to shoot backwards. And oh no, we got some damage going on to the Pelican there. Volcano has got in nice and close shots. Doesn't appear to have done too much damage though. So looks can be deceiving. The Pelican did go down actually. Oh yeah, he took out the jets on one side there. Now they both actually have pretty good attack line on each other, I would think. No. Spoke a little too soon. So the Pelican right now is just flying in circles because it doesn't have all of its jets, so slowly getting them repaired up though. Is any of this cloud of Ducker making contact with the Volcano? Not much, and not really any armor piercing on those rounds either, so the Volcano is quite well shielded. Volcano is struggling to get the right attack angle though. Okay, so we almost saw a collision there earlier. Some damage going out onto the Pelican, forcing it into a spin, but that unfortunately just makes it even harder for the volcano to target with how fast it goes. It just can't readjust its angle quickly enough. Pelican going in such tight circles. Looks like it got a pretty good pass over the top there though. Okay, so the volcano once again managed to get a few good hits to the back of the Pelican. Looks like he's taken out this main spin block at the back there. Now is the perfect time for the volcano to do some damage if it just gets the right angle on its attack runs. And there we go. See how much damage these bullets actually do when they do manage to make contact. I'd say from the looks of things, the Pelican's got one good attack run left before it's probably gonna fall to pieces. Where has the volcano actually gone? Okay, we have this issue with it, it's not attacking salvage. We had this before. But as you can see, the Pelican is underwater. It has been for quite a little while now. Yeah, one of the criticisms was I was letting ships have too long to recover from this kind of state before, so I'm going to call this in favour of the volcano. As if it was attacking salvage, it would have just come back and completely wrecked this. It was pretty well wrecked anyway. So, gonna call this round in favour of the volcano. Alright guys, here we go again with the volcano spawning in second. I did my best to line these guys up as straight as I could for their initial attack runs. Just to try and get some early damage on each other and hopefully make this matchup a little bit quicker than our last time. So this time the Pelican has managed to turn around faster than the volcano, though it appears that it's in a spin. That could be why, and it's not actually being able to take advantage of that. I thought it had the drop on the volcano then. It's going to get a good attack run off, but it didn't. Let's see what happened here. Volcano looking fairly untouched once again from these initial attack runs, but once again having a bit of trouble landing its shots on the Pelican. Cloud of Duck are now coming out from the Pelican. Any of these going to land? No, the volcano is just a bit too fast for it to track. This looks like it could be a good attack angle though. Oh, we have a collision. Alright, that'll make things a lot more interesting. Okay, the Pelican has lost one of its wings pretty well. And the volcano, how did that fare from that? Has lost its guns on that side turret. It's got the other side though. But once again, because the Pelican is spinning so tightly, it's having a bit of trouble landing any of these shots. But the Pelican is going down. Once the Pelican's in the water, if it stops and the volcano gets a straight attack run here, it did not stop long enough for the volcano to land that barrage of Darker. Somehow managing to survive the aftermath of that collision, which Pelican took way more damage than the volcano. is missing a huge chunk of its wings. Oh, I thought we were going to have another collision there. That must have been close. Okay, so the Pelican has gone down again, leaving it open to actually be hit by Volcano's barrages. Not actually sure what happened there. I think when it's behind on that angle, the Volcano manages to get some hits off, so it must have done some damage to the jets. Honestly, just a lot of damage coming in. Okay, unfortunately the Volcano has flown off again before finishing the job. I do have a version of Volcano with changed AI that was submitted to try and break the tie with the parallel Almace, but I feel like I shouldn't be using changed AI against when no one else got a chance to change theirs, you know? However, Pelican is down, whereas the Volcano is flying. Pelican just hasn't put any damage on the Volcano at any point that I've seen. So, while it's technically not dead, apparently it's salvaged now. And yeah, I'm gonna call this in favor of the Volcano. Sorry about that, but I will actually go before the next round and change every contender to attacking salvage so that we don't get this again. I should have done it already, but just slipped my mind. But yeah, so unfortunately the Pelican is now out of the competition. And that is the end of round 3. As always, appreciate any feedback and comments. And until next time, guys.